And the Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield at Stafford. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll keep it on the ground. To the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Jordan. Buys a little extra time. Fires into traffic, intercepted. At the 35, he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A shot toward the end zone, and that one's way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gamecocks will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 14, Sam Houston 0.
And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the misfire, now on second down. To the air, it's Jordan. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Stafford. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Harrison. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity.
Going deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Chubb. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Stafford. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Looking to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, South Carolina 21, Sam Houston 10.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Carson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Sam Houston, 17.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw. It's Stafford. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
All right,
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snares it outside. It's Harrison. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Wide out in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Discards a man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gamecocks inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Running with power and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hands it off. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Buys a little time. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This